Deep in the Grayson Mountains lies a forest whispered about by locals, the Hollow Grove. You won't find it on any map. There's no marked trail, no signs, no welcome. It's said the sun never quite touches the forest floor there, and the wind that blows through doesn't sound like wind, but like whispers. Locals used to warn. Enter the Hollow Grove once, and you'll leave with eyes that no longer belong to you. An old, rotting wooden sign once hung at the overgrown entrance. But that sign disappeared over 20 years ago. In the summer of 1998, I was a college archaeology student. My three closest friends Aaron, Leslie, and Jake and I planned a summer hike, hoping to find the remnants of an ancient settlement said to be buried somewhere in the Grayson Forest. Jake was the only one who had heard of the Hollow Grove. He laughed at the legends, said he didn't believe in ghost stories, and wanted to be the first to debunk them. We all laughed. Youth makes you feel invincible. We entered the forest at dawn. The deeper we went, the darker it became. Trees thickened, light faded, and the forest seemed to swallow every step in silence. We had stopped to rest near an old tree when we realized Jake was no longer behind us. We shouted his name, no response. Called his phone, no signal. After a while, we stumbled upon his backpack, abandoned near a mossy log. Inside were a map, a flashlight, and his journal. One page had been torn out. On the next page, scrawled hastily, were the words: "There are faces in the bark. Watching." We camped there that night. No one slept. I kept hearing whispering, soft, rapid, genderless, right behind my ear. But every time I turned around, nothing. At sunrise, Leslie went to relieve herself behind a bush. She never came back. Aaron and I searched further. After pushing through a wall of dense vines, we came upon a wide, open circle with a massive black tree in the center easily as wide as a house. But that wasn't the strange part. The tree cast no shadow. Sunlight beamed down directly, yet nothing, not a sliver of shade. I reached out to touch it. My hand went numb instantly, and in my skull, I heard laughter like a child's giggle, but twisted and cruel. We panicked. We ran. But the trail we came on was gone. The forest had changed. Paths twisted. Our compass spun in circles. We wandered until night fell. Then we heard footsteps. Jake emerged from the darkness. But it wasn't Jake. His eyes were hollow, skin pale, arms marked with deep spiral cuts. He said nothing. Just stood there, then slowly turned and walked into the woods. Aaron chased him. He never came back. I stayed. That night, I lay at the base of a gnarled tree, holding Jake's journal tight. As my body gave in to exhaustion, I saw the black tree in the clearing begin to breathe, its trunk rising and falling like a chest. Shapes in the bark began to form. Faces. Eyes shut. Mouths open. One of them was Leslie. I woke up 3 days later in a hospital. A couple on a camping trip had found me collapsed near the forest's edge, dehydrated and raving in my sleep. I refused to speak of what I'd seen. Authorities found no trace of the others. No footprints. No campsite. No tree. Nothing. I survived. But I was not the same. Now, every night, I hear whispering behind my ears before I sleep. Sometimes, when I look at bark on trees, I see glimpses of faces. If you're thinking of seeking out the Hollow Grove, don't. Some places weren't made for humans to enter. Not because they're dangerous, but because something else already lives there. And once it notices you, it never forgets. Slow whispering voice. Some people never return from the forest. But worse are the ones who do.